Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So this video again we are going to focus on the custom API creation. This is a long series where we have already uploaded the videos and the videos like let me just show you here where we have developed custom API using plugin registration tools, solution files and the Power Apps, and then we have different binding types. Right here we have different binding types called global API, custom API entity and entity collection. So all these three types I have already covered. Again, I have shown you how we can create a custom API using XrmToolBox, custom API manager and custom API tester. This also I've already covered. And now the main focus is to perform some CRUD operations like creating a contact, retrieving the details, updating the contact, deleting all those things we are going to cover. So here in the brief, this is a contact, create contact API, which if you just pass, let's say name, contact, email number, whatever you want to pass it while creating the contact, you can pass it as an input parameter. Same way, if you want to read the contact, just pass the GUID of the contact, and it's going to give you all the details, either in the JSON format, text format, XML, whatever you want, you can get it. Same way in the delete contact, pass the GUID, and the account will get deleted. So here all these things I am doing with the XrmToolBox API tester itself. And in my previous video, I think I have already shown you how we can trigger the same flow using the Power Automate, which I shown you for, I think, global type. You can see the video, global type and entity type, also entity type collection also here, this one invoking HTTP request. So we have set this get post method, a lot of things. So till now, whatever we have done, mostly it is related to invoking the custom API with either XrmToolBox custom API tester or the Power Apps. But later in the following videos, I'm going to focus on the Postman. So for the Postman, a lot of things are required. We need to have the authorization with this Azure. We need to create some resources, or we need to get the client secret ID. And a lot of things are there involved. So that thing is complex, and I'm going to cover in the next part. So now let's focus on here. And also, let's say if you are not familiar, then you can just go back to my channel and see how I have created the different these types already here. Not this one. One second. So I think it is here. You can just go to my channel Power Dynamics and you'll be able to see all the videos will be uploaded here only. And for the codes, let's say whatever the code I have developed, that one, if you want to get the code, you can go to my blog, which is this Power Dynamics blogspot.com. You can just come here and find all the screenshot, the process, snap, the prerequisites, everything. You can get it from here. Okay. So now coming to the main part, I'm going to create 4 API in this video. Okay, it's going to be a little bit longer video, but we are going to see all the CRUD operations in the same video. Which is we'll create the contact, new contact, read contact, update and delete. Okay, so at the same time, I need to create 4 APIs. So let's come here now. The prerequisites for this is you need to have the XrmToolBox installed with you. If not, just go to the XrmToolBox.com, install it from there. You need to have the plugin registration tool. You need to have the Visual Studio, okay, to register that assembly there, and that's all I think. So now coming here, instead of this one, I'm just going to create a new project. Okay, let's not save it, and opening the Visual Studio, I'm going to create a new project. And let's give a name, class library.net. Okay, I'm going to give name as custom API underscore CRUD. Okay, for easy. And now, okay, so this is done. Now in this one, we need to have the NuGet packages as well as we need to sign in. So, but before that, let me just delete this one, and I'm going to create 4 plugins at the same time, as well as 4 custom API at the same time. So you need to follow up, you need to have some concentration. Delete this. So Hold on. Let's come here. Create a class. Let's give it a name as create contact. Cool. First class done. Let's give a name. Where is add? Okay. New class and give it a name as read. Read contact. Cool. Third one is going to be update contact. Update contact. Okay. Fourth one, delete contacts. Delete contact. Cool. So we have created four classes. Now I'm just going to add the package, which is XRM SDK. Okay. After this, I also need to install Newtonsoft JSON for the JSON formatting. Accept it. Okay, this is done. And let's come here and see if we have Newtonsoft. Newtonsoft.json. Just download it, install it. Okay, cool. This is done. Okay, so let's keep the delete in the end, update, and then create. Okay, so for the create update, okay, so now I have already created the plugin code for this. I'm just going to copy and paste it here. Okay, this is for create. Now for read, I'm going to explain you each and everything, no need to worry. For update, and for delete, or delete. This is okay, cool. I think we are having some error somewhere. Let's see first. JSON convert JSON does not exist. Using Newtonsoft.json. So this is done, and I'm going to save it. Okay, so you may think that from where this context.message crf underscore CRUD create is coming. Okay, so right now we have not created the API, but I have just given the name of the API which I'm going to create. So whenever you create any API, you should remember the unique name. The unique name is, let's say I am here, right? And this is custom API tester. In case if you have not installed it, just connect your Dynamics with the XrmToolBox. Go to the tools library and select for custom API tester. And this is API manager for creating a new one. So click on the create new, and in the create new, I have given the name as CRUD create, right? So it should match exactly here. So let's hold on, it's loading. Okay, so just paste it. Okay, so whatever we have given right now, create CRUD create, same way we have for the read contact as well. Here, what is this? Under CRUD underscore read. So this is the publisher, that prefix, this compulsory, it's going to be same only. Same thing we have here as CRUD update. All are having a similar name convention. So here, uh, right now we have created CRUD create, and let's give the name as CRUD and create. Cool. Create. And see, right now what we are going to do, we are going to focus on just one entity, and that too on a particular record, because creating a contact, it is just one record at a time, that too related to one entity. So this is going to be of type entity type. Okay, and once entity type is done, let's see. Now again we have the plugin here. So we have not created the plugin, so I'm just going to leave it as blank right now. Once we develop plugin and register it, that time we are going to come here and put the value here. So entity type of entity, bound entity, okay. In case if you want, you can just come here and select the contact, because we are going to deal with the contact entity. Okay, custom API solution. Okay, cool. Going to create it now. Once this is done, we are going to create a response parameter and request parameter, because what in whenever we create a contact or case, we need to pass the person name or whatever some details we are going to pass, first name, last name, email. For that, we need to have the request parameter. And same thing if you come here and see in the code as well. Okay, let me just explain you the code first. In the create parameter, what we are doing, the main, I'll just focus on the main part. It is first matching if the API is equal to this or not, and then only it's going to execute. After that, it is checking the target. The target entity is contact. Okay, you can change it whatever you want. Case entity, lead, opportunity, anything you can do. Now, but make sure if you're putting it contact, and for creating the contact, I'm putting first name and last name. So whatever the field names we have, we need to pass it here as well. So let's say if you give here case, then here it should be case title or case number, something like that. So now the custom API is matching. It should be related to the contact entity and the input parameter. So input parameter is here if we are going to create a request input parameter, right? So giving a name as this one, this, and it is of type string. I'm going to pass it as a string. We have different type: entity collection, which we saw in the last video, entity reference, entity string. Lot of options are there. Whatever like you feel according to your requirement, you can put. But right now, I'm just selecting as a string. Okay, create it. And again, these are the fields which we'll be passing for creating a new contact record. Now finally is the output parameter. So how you would like to pass the output parameter or the response. This also I'm going to show it as a string only. Now coming here, and let me just create a output parameter as well, giving this name. Cool. It should be of type string. So whenever you, let's say, make a minor mistake as well, you make it as an entity or entity collection, or here if you do not, if whenever you create, by default it will be global. So you need to change the global type to entity, otherwise again it's not going to give you any response in the API. Click on create. Okay, now we have the API ready with us for the CRUD operation. Right now we have only created one operation, one custom API, that is create. So let me fastly create another one as well, which is create a custom API, and it's going to be not this one. What was the name? The name is read CRUD read. Okay, so CRUD read, this is fine. Entity type contacts, create. Make sure the unique name are same, otherwise it'll throw you an error. And here we have the name is input parameter. I have given the same name input parameter for all the custom API. You can give a different name as well. Select string, create. After this, we want output parameter. Just follow the same process 4 times. For read also it is done. Now for update. So for read, what we are doing, we are not passing. See, in the create contact, we were passing the first name, last name, and all fields for creating the contact. But in read, we are just going to take the GUID of that contact record, and we are going to pass it in the input. And for the update, in update, I think we are going to pass the first name and last name. You can add more fields as well if you want to, let's say, change the email ID or the customer or anything. You can pass all those fields from here for updating the record. So for update, just copy this, come in here, create a new API, giving the name here. Okay. So this entity contacts. The process is same. If you want, you can skip for 1-2 minutes. I'm just going to create total 4 custom API with the 4 response parameter. This is the third one. So increase create output parameter is done. Now the last one is delete contact. So for the delete contact, our name is CRUD underscore delete. See, CRFA, it is a prefix. So whenever you come and see here creating a new API, you'll be able to see by default it is taking the CRFA, this one. Okay, so you don't have to copy that as well. Just come here, give the name as entity, select your contacts, contact, okay. Now we have input parameter, string, cool, and the final is output parameter. Cool. So no need to get confused. I am giving the input and output parameter name same for all the custom API, but the unique name of the custom API should be different. Request and response parameter, if it's same also, that's not a problem. Select, create. Okay, this is done. Now currently we have total 4 custom API created, but if you see for all the API, the plugin type is missing right now. So I'm just going to create 4 different tabs. Hold on. This one is CRUD delete. This one, let me select it as CRUD create, CRUD create, and then let's make it as CRUD read. And if I come here, I think, let me just refresh it. Now if I see the solution, all it should be visible here. CRUD read. Okay, now update. Let me open in the custom API manager. And the last one is, okay, we have opened create, read, update, and the last one is delete, right? So from here, let's go for the delete and open. Now let's compare. Here you can see the only difference will be the name, right? CRUD create and all, remaining everything is same: input parameter, output parameter. If you see here, here, here. Okay. Now we are done with the custom API creation. Now let's focus on the plugin code. So in our plugin code, we have here create contact. Okay, I'm going to post all the code in my blog. You can go and refer this. This is not, this all are kind of similar, only the logic differs here. For updating, I'm passing the field names, and remaining all output parameter as a response, I'm giving input parameter. Here we have, and it's matching whether the record ID, if it's contact or not, these things. So once this is done, and for just for your understanding, I have also given here that how we need to pass the input parameter. Now let's sign in the assembly, otherwise it will throw you an error while registering the assembly. So coming to sign in and click on this, just go to the new. Here let's give it as CRUD Operations. Okay, click on OK. Now let's rebuild. Now let's build the solution. Okay, once this is done, I'm going to open the plugin registration tool. Make sure you have plugin registration tool and you have already established the connection. If not, that you can refer my previous videos where I have already shown how we can create a connection, how we can choose our existing environment and all. So I think these are already the previous one, which is custom API. Okay, entity type, global type, any type. Ignore these things. That's already explained in the previous video. Just click on the new assembly, and once again, I think this one, which is already rebuilt, I need to take the location of that. So rebuild. We have the path ready here. So coming here, and let's register the assembly now. So post it, select. I'm going to post all. So let's see. Okay, and this is registered. So remember the name. Okay, remember the name. We have custom underscore API underscore CRUD create, contact, delete, and all. Okay, these names we need to remember because we need to attach this here, right? We have custom API connector. So into the plugin type here you cannot edit. So let's come here, and we have the name in this one. Okay, so we need to attach here. Let's give the name, search it. We need to attach the plugin for all those four APIs. Just paste it. Let's search. Okay, so this is for create contact. Select your create contact. Okay, update. We are done with the create contact. Now let's see whether it is working or not with the create contact first. So coming here, let me just select the create contact. Where is it? Read, delete, create. This one. Okay, one second. We have create. Okay, and here in the input parameter, we need to pass the first name and last name, right? So I think I already have a sample. Let me see here in the code. Okay, we are going to pass the first name and the last name. Cool. So here, come here. Okay, click on the multi-line text. First name I'm going to pass as a Dynamics Power, and let's give it as March. Click on OK, and let's select any record here. Okay. Now I'm going to execute it. Either it is going to run or throw some error. Let's see. Okay, great. So now it has created a contact, new contact, and it is giving me this GUID of that contact. So this is we have invoked this API from the custom API tool, sorry, XrmToolBox. Same way we have different methods, right? Here also we were triggering that, invoking that API from the Power App, from the Power Automate. Same thing, if you want, you can just create a Power Flow. If possible, I'll show you in the next step. But right now, let's see if we have any real contacts created or not. So coming to the contacts, open Alex Baker. And I'm just going to replace this GUID, and let's see if Dynamics Power March account is contact is created or not. Okay, cool. This is created. So now how we can verify? We can verify the same in XrmToolBox as well here, because we have created for read operation as well. If you remember, this is read operation. So, but for this, we need to just uh, attach our plugin which we have registered. So let's come here. I'm going to add this. What is our plugin name? Let's attach all the plugin at the same time now. Okay. So this is for read. Okay. Add this one. update. Same thing, let's do it for this is for update, right? So just click on edit API here, go ahead, paste it, let's search it, and this one is for update. So select your update one, cool, update it. And now I need to do it for the last one, which is delete. So coming here, click on edit API, same process, plugin type, paste it, let's search, and this is for delete, cool, update. So let's just verify once. Here we have CRUD create contact, read contact, here update, and this is also update contact. This is delete and delete contact. Great. So now we have created this one, right? We have created this record right now. So let's see if it is working in here or not. So I'm just going to change from CRUD create to read, and I need to pass what we have done. Okay. Let me just see here in the code as well how we are passing. We are just passing the record ID, I think here. Where is record ID? Okay. Input parameter, okay. Data. We are passing the record ID in the input parameter, okay. And I'm taking here into our XrmToolBox. I'm just going to paste it here with a double comma. And let's see if it is giving any result or this format is proper or not. Okay, click on hit. Okay, so now you can see it is, we are able to retrieve the value. We just need to see the what was the field name. The field name was March something, right? So last name is, you can see Power March, Dynamics and Power March were there. Great. Now same way we are going to see with the update. I want to update this. So let's come here, and I'm going to give the same value, right? First of all, come here, and this is going to be multi-line, and it should be, okay, what was it? A record ID, right? So record ID, it's of, I forgot the, okay, here I think we have the GUID here, Control C, come here, and we need to pass it within this one. Okay, and let's give our GUID and what you want to update. So for update, what we are passing here, I think we are passing, for the update we are passing first name and last name. So first name, I'm just going to give it as uh, 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 first name, it should be of, let's say, Rajneesh. Cool. And then what we are passing, we are passing the last name. Okay. So last name, let's give it as Rajneesh M. Okay, and I'm just going to close it. Let's see. Okay, and let's just remember this one because we are going to see the updated one. Click on execute. After passing the value, an unexpected error F path, record ID line to position. Okay, so here whatever we are passing in the payload, this is not correct. So let me just see here, record ID, and we have what we are passing here, first name, last name. This is correct only. Record ID. So coming back again here, let's check it one by one. Okay, I think we need to put the comma here because we're passing another field, first name, last name. Okay, and here also already we have comma. Cool. Execute it. So here, see, if you can see, it's taking a little bit longer time. Uh, but finally it has uploaded. Let's say if you want to go for a shorter time, you can compare various methods like Power Automate or Postman or this one, and you can select the best one, whichever have better performance. So here it is saying the contact records updated successfully. Now, if I just copy this one, and if we go to the read one, right? If we go to the, okay, let me just copy this whole as well. Control C, and I'm just going to read that. And pass the record ID. Okay, select this. Let's hit it. Let's see. Earlier it was showing some power march, right? Now it should be showing the updated name in the read operation. Okay, last name you can see M it is showing. Destination is M, which just now we updated the value. Now let's say I want to just delete this one. So for the delete one, let me just copy this and go with the delete operation. Going to pass the same thing here, GUID of that contact. Select this, unexpected end while deserializing the path, record ID line 1. Okay, let me just see it. Okay, I think we have forgot to give the this braces. Click on OK. So a contact record deleted successfully. Now if you want to just verify it, come here, give the same record ID, select any contact from here and execute it. It should give us, okay, one second, again here the same thing. Entity contact ID that does not exist. So it has been deleted successfully. Whatever we have done, created account, updated account, deleted it, read it, everything executed successfully. Here currently, if you see, here this record is existing. I'm just going to refresh it. Let's see what it says. See, the requested record was not found yet. So what we have seen in this video, we have actually have covered a lot of topics in this custom API series, which is, if you can come here and see, there are total one plugin registration tool, solution files. This is using Power Apps, global types, entity type, entity collection, XrmToolBox, which I am going to upload two videos are still in my laptop. And then this CRUD operation. After this, I'm going to cover another video as well. So if you like this video, or if you're trying the same thing, please let me know if you face any problem. And to learn more, you can just go to my blog. Enjoy the blog. If you have any problem, put in the comment. I'll try to cover back. That's all. And the same API, if you want to run it, you can just go to the Power Apps. Here, I think I have already created various flows. You can create any flows and give the trigger as what do you call that? Trigger, manually trigger, give perform an unbound action or invoke with HTTPI, and then you can invoke this. Okay, if you want to, if you want me to cover that as well, you can post it. I'll try to cover that as well. But almost all of them are with the same type only. Where here I have already shown you. See, if you come here with just this one, so here I think I'm hitting it. And created on, right? See, okay. I've already created a sample for this as well as entity collection and entity, everything I have already covered. The process is same only. Cool, thank you so much. And for all these codes, I'm going to I'm going to upload it in my blog only. So you can download it from here. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.